Your mom. SCP Secret Lab is very cool as a concept. In practice, however, it's very unbalanced and has many design flaws. I'm at the point where I genuinely don't enjoy playing this game. And here are all of the reasons why. There are 3 teams to choose from in this game. The prisoners, the SCP Foundation, and the SCPs themselves. You can't choose what you want to play as, the game decides for you. This means you rarely get to play the classes that you actually want. Want to be 173 and snap some necks? Too bad, you're D-class. Want to be a D-class and find your way out of the facility? Too bad, you're a guard. Now, I know it's normal for games to choose your team, but the reason games like Halo can get away with this is because the teams don't have any gameplay differences between them. In Secret Lab, each class is a completely different experience. Each SCP has different mechanics, every human class spawns with completely different stuff, and it randomizes every single time. I've had plenty of sessions that lasted hours long where I didn't get the class I wanted even once. In Star Wars Battlefront 2, your team is assigned to you, but you still get to choose between heavy, specialist, hero, etc. Imagine if when playing heroes versus villains, your character was assigned to you rather than getting to choose for yourself. I guarantee that would at least cut the game's player base in half.
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, has entered the facility.
I had a friend kill me on sight right as I respawned to see how long it takes for me to come back. Check this out. 4 minutes and 38 seconds of me just sitting there, doing nothing, waiting to respawn. This was a bit of an outlier since it happened right as I respawned, but even waiting 1 to 3 minutes to keep playing is still ridiculous. A game should keep you engaged throughout the entire experience. Perhaps while you're a spectator, you'll be put in a sandbox room. This room will contain all the game's items to experiment with. There will also be an arena for you guys to practice PvP. And there will be a little TV for you to actually spectate people playing. This can help players plan out what they're going to do when they actually respawn. Also, spectators should be told ahead of time what they're going to respawn as, rather than right before they do. They should also see the spawn ticket count. The 049 Zombie is the worst class to play as in this game. Low health, slow movement, and long attack delay. You generally can't do anything as this class unless you're in a Zerg. And any good class should be able to perform well independently of their teammates. It's so bad that a good portion of the player base either leaves the game entirely or kills themselves when they become zombies. Moderators have to punish them for this. The 049 zombies should be AI, not playable characters in the game. To balance this, Plague Doctor should be able to revive any corpse in the facility regardless of how they died, and regardless of how long ago they died. Plague Doctor would have to bring the corpse back to his containment chamber and do the surgery there. Maybe you could give the player a choice to play as a zombie? I've noticed when playing this game, SCPs win the vast majority of the time. I mean, how are you gonna stop all the most broken characters in the game teaming up? I've always hated how the SCP's objective is to just team up and kill everyone. I feel this way because it takes the SCPs completely out of character. SCP-096 clearly doesn't like people looking at his face, but when you're playing as him in this game, your objective is to intentionally get people to look at you so you can kill them? Bullets have been proven to have no effect on SCP-106, but in this game, you can kill him if you shoot him enough? When I get to be an SCP, I don't feel like I'm actually playing as these characters. The SCP team needs to be completely overhauled, but how would we go about that? I'll save that for another video since I really don't feel like talking about this game anymore. If that's a video you would like to see, the best way of letting me know is liking and subscribing.
Every motherfucking thing I do or say, you gotta try to correct me. Fuck you. So what? Let me do it. Let me be dumb. I must enjoy being dumb. Let me be dumb. Well, let me be dumb then. Well, then that's why you ought to leave me the fuck alone. Let me be dumb.